I'm seeing a lot of my friends in the book space reading the Orwellian classics of 1984 and Animal Farm, and I think that's wonderful. But I think that the most important book that George Orwell wrote is Homage to Catalonia. This is his memoir of the time he spent volunteering as part of a militia in the Spanish Civil War. And without this experience, I don't think Animal Farm or 1984 would ever be written. So he volunteered to go fight the fascists in 1936 and was sent to Barcelona. And Barcelona was in the midst of a revolution. The city was being run by a far left-wing socialist anarchist coalition. There's no class, no hierarchy. They tried to abolish currency in most cases, and everything was just a shared resource pool, and all of the businesses and factories were run by councils of workers from those respective businesses. He thought it was like one of the coolest, most utopian things he'd ever seen. But that was a very small part of the entire Republic coalition that was fighting Franco. The Second Spanish Republic was allied with the anarchists begrudgingly, and they were also allied with the Spanish Communist Party. Now, the Spanish Communist Party had the largest leverage in this frenemy coalition because the only other nation in the world that was willing to sell them ammunitions and weaponry was the USSR. Because France and Britain and the US were all just busy and couldn't help Spain with that whole democracy thing. You guys fight the fascists. We know you can do it. You know, hindsight's 2020, right? And after a year of serving in the trenches of Aragon, he is shot in the throat by a sniper. And while he's recovering in Barcelona, the tensions escalate. And the communists have completely turned on their anarchist socialist allies. They've outlawed the socialist parties. They are arresting, disappearing, and using propaganda tactics to say that anyone affiliated with the Socialist Party is a fascist collaborator. It's at this point that Orwell realized that he's about to be disappeared himself, and he and his wife escape Spain via France and head back to England, where he has time to reflect on the naivete he went into the experience with, as he had previously thought that lying and propaganda was only a right-wing tool, and he learned that authoritarian regimes can fall anywhere on the political spectrum. The awakening he experienced definitely influenced all of his subsequent writing and definitely gave him the eagle-eye perspective he needed as he covered World War II for the BBC throughout the early 1940s. If you enjoyed the novels, then I think you would enjoy the nonfiction experience that inspired them.